What's going on, guys? It's your boy Black Samson, the Natty Vegan Warrior, aka whatever it is that you want me to be, Gore the Explorer. I'm a little tired, but I'm stoked because, you know, for the next 5 or so days, 5-6 days, we'll say week, I've got the week off basically, so I've got time to train, got time to film videos, got time to edit videos, all the videos that I didn't put out and I'm backlogged with, but I'm stoked. So today I'm gonna keep today's intro short. We're just gonna hop in today's training. It's gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be nasty. Got a lot of strength work and then a good Metcon, fun little Metcon with some rope climbs and front squats. You know, I'm feeling real great, especially after being at regionals, which was pretty awesome to be at. There was a couple of the athletes that were there that are on Icon Athlete that were competing. So, you know, right now I'm just fired up to train. I don't sound it, but I am definitely stoked to be back in the gym, back training. It's what I love to do. I love to train my face off, to get tired, to get beat down, but to be able to just come back the next day and then hit it hard again. So without further ado, let's hop into today's workout. the first time that I've worked out since being at regionals, which I left last Thursday, so I worked out last Wednesday. It was rough. Started out with the front squats, which I felt actually really good. I don't know if you noticed, but in the video I was wearing knee sleeves. I don't typically wear knee sleeves. Actually, I've never worn knee sleeves within the last year to 2 years that I've been training. And it felt actually really good, just being able to get a little bit of a rebound in terms of coming up out of that hole, which was really nice. And my knees also felt really snug, which was nice because sometimes I get some popping in my knees. It's always been like that, so it was nice to kind of have a bit of comfort and compression with those front squats, banded front squats actually. And that was the first time I've done banded front squats like that. I've never done banded front squats, and to be quite honest, they sucked. Started out relatively light, multiple reps, just to kind of get the feeling of it. Once I hit 135, went up to 185, I felt pretty good actually. The hardest part, which I noticed about the banded front squats, is it's going to create tension when you're coming out of the hole, which I didn't expect at first, but just kind of getting that feeling of driving out of that hole. And what actually ended up happening is I actually had to slow down on my front squats. Usually I typically just drop when I go into my front squats, but for these ones I actually had to slow it down just so that I can make sure that I was engaging my core on the way down and on the way back up. And then I worked up all the way up to 225. My max regular front squat is I think 261. And so I was gonna go to 225. I thought I'd be fine. The first time I hit it, man, I did not expect what was gonna take place, but as you notice, I bailed on that one just because I didn't expect for the tension on the bar to be that heavy on the drive back up. So I got buried into that one, but then I ended up going back down to 205 on 205, and just worked my way up incrementally because I knew I could do more. And so I ended up actually hitting 225, moved on to 235, actually didn't get 235, which kind of makes sense, being that I shouldn't be able to hit my 1 rep max front squat on the banded squats just because I have that added weight and that tension on the bar. From there, moved on to Bulgarian split squats. Again, another movement I typically don't do my workouts, or have I done in the past. Felt pretty good. Just did 2 sets of 10 at 35. Again, not super complicated movement, but just more of accessory work, which is something that I admit that I don't do very much. I'm sure a lot of CrossFitters don't do very much, but in the end, it felt good. Second to last was the AMRAP of the 2 rope climbs plus the 10 front squats. RX was 135 for males, I think 95 for females. I did 115 just to kind of scale it back because I knew I was going to get buried on the 135. And the goal was to get 5+ rounds, which is what Chris said. I got 3 rounds on that one. I attempted the 4th, but I was just not feeling it. As you could tell in the video, my rope climbs aren't that great. There's a lot of improvement that I can do in terms of getting into that ball and extending out of that ball instead of using my upper body most of the time. What I tend to do is use my upper body most of the time as opposed to using my legs to gain some distance on the rope as I bring my feet up. So that's one thing that I know I need to work on. So I ended up getting 3 rounds. It was really taxing. The front squats weren't too bad. It's the rope climbs, because even still, as you don't want to rely so heavily on your upper body, it still does require your entire body to move up and down the rope. So once you get off the rope and then you go to the front squats, like you've already done so much work that your body is so taxed. So, you know, the goal again was, Chris said, was 5 rounds. I got 3 rounds. You know, ultimately I'm pretty happy. You know, I know that the other athletes that are higher levels on the programming team, they're probably going to get 5+ rounds, which makes sense because, you know, they've been doing CrossFit for a lot longer than me. But, you know, when I look, you know, a year from now, you know, hopefully I should be getting, you know, a round or 2 to improve on that that work capacity. And then lastly from there, the last thing from today was the handstand pushups. That sucks because I do not have handstand pushups at all. The most I've ever done in my life is 13 total. Actually maybe a little bit more, but that was last year at my old box, and then from then until now, like, I have not done any handstand push-ups. I've lost weight since then as well. So last year around this time, I was, you know, pushing up, you know, I think I was at around 200. I was going to 210. Right now I'm about 190 in terms of weight. And so yeah, so it's been a struggle for me, just trying to do handstand push-ups. But, you know, that's not an excuse to not being able to do them. I know that I can, I know that I should. It's just having extra programming for that, which, you know, I know it's gonna come back around. Chris is gonna test this on it again. So, you know, just being ready for it and practicing it. You know, we've got the facilities at my gym and the coaches at my gym that can really help to facilitate that growth. So, you know, that's gonna be the goal. Other than that, you know, that's pretty much it for today's work. I'm trying to get into a couple comps in June. I do, like I said previously, have a weightlifting meet in July that I'm planning on hitting. That'll be the first time I've ever done that, which will be a lot of fun. The CrossFit meet one's gonna be in Patterson, which is like a super far drive, especially after driving down to regionals. But, you know, it is what it is. It should be fun. And then other than that, guys, that's pretty much it for today. You know, I just want to thank you guys for checking out this training video. Hope you guys like it. If you guys do like it, please hit a thumbs up down below underneath the video, as well as, you know, subscribe if this is the kind of content that you like. As well, on top of that, drop a comment, something that you want to see more of, something that I should change up, improvements, whatever, because, you know, I just want to, at the end of the day, be able to look back at, you know, this journey mostly for myself, but also for other people, to know that, you know, they're not doing this alone, they're not doing this by themselves, but they have somebody else with them. So guys, with that, I'm gonna hop over, grab some coffee and grab a donut. I've already had my post-workout shake. I do need to eat a meal, but I'm gonna push that back to later. And then I got a couple more errands to run, but that's gonna be it, guys. I want to keep it short, simple, and sweet. You know, again, guys, if you can support the channel, check out my apparel brand, Primed Force, right here. You see that? You can click the link, or I'll drop the link down in the description, as well as follow me on Instagram. It's at Black Samson, BLKSMSN. You can read that across here, as well as follow Primed Force on Instagram. It is at Primed Force. Again, that's right here. Just a lot of motivation, just sharing just content, things that you guys might like. Check out the blog too. I'm currently working with Joel from As Many Reviews as Possible. He's got a lot of dope content out there, so just kind of, you know, working with him with sharing his content, sharing that with other people. Make sure you check out his stuff because he's got a lot of dope reviews. Outside of that, guys, whatever you guys do, I hope you guys are striking while the iron is hot, and with that, catch you later.